The cheesesteak. We've done this one a variety of ways, and today we have what we believe may become our favorite cheesesteak, the French dip cheesesteak. Do you want to see our take on this cheesesteak variation and see how we do it? Stick around while we dig in. Hey, welcome back.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are
the WALTWINS.
If this is your first time here with us though,
Welcome.
Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do here, whether it's in the backyard diner or here at what we're calling the Brickyard, I guess. We're still on that
love it. Yes.
We're not sure exactly what we're calling. We are at Brett's. Now, the weather is inclement, as they say. And so because of that, we've got the operation shifted in, so our apologies for the extra echo.
Yes, we're also going to be working on some soundproofing in this studio slash brickyard. We turn it around, we've got a wood yard over there.
Yes. Chris, where are we at on that sound stage? Is this gonna,
check, 1, 2, is this thing on? Is this thing on, Chris?
Yes. But it doesn't matter where we get to cook together, as long as we get to cook together, we're there for it, we love it.
That we get to do it on the Pit Boss Sierra Griddle.
Absolutely, we've been loving this Pit Boss Sierra Griddle. It is a Walmart exclusive griddle. This 3-burner is amazing. We've done close to 50 cooks on this to this point.
Yeah, you're right.
And it is the griddle, it just, what did we say?
It takes a beating and keeps on feeding.
Yeah, that's right.
Or it takes a beating and we keep on eating.
It takes a beating and we keep on treating.
And we keep on treating, fill in the blank.
Absolutely, it takes a beating and it's so nice it gives you a friendly greeting. Before I get to the groceries.
Here we go for our cheesesteak today. We've got this finely thinly sliced ribeye. It is shaved so thin you can only see one side. And because this is a French dip, we're actually gonna go with Swiss cheese today. We're gonna be sauteing these onions and putting them on these Publix hoagie rolls and dipping them in au jus, because otherwise it'd just be a French.
Otherwise it would just be a ribeye sandwich with onions and Swiss.
Sure.
Now, quick shout out to John Collins. This actually, he requested recently for us to do the cheesesteak again. We've done several cheesesteaks on the channel. We love cheesesteaks.
Yep.
And he was talking to somebody whether or not the ceramic coating on the Sierra or the Ultimate Griddles could actually do as good a job being able to chop, because people worry you can't use the metal utensils.
Correct.
So we did want to address that really quickly.
Yes.
We love it. People always say, hey, aren't the silicone ones a little flimsy? It doesn't feel the same. Yeah, these ones are soft and they are a little bit more flimsy. But I didn't come prepared with all the utensils. But we've got a really good scraper. We love these nylon scrapers. Right, and we even have some nylon spatulas as well. And lately we've been using the wood, which has far more integrity as well. But this scraper tool is what I use to to be able to really chop up the thinly sliced ribeye. Yep. So I have used this before. That's what we did when we did our cheesesteak egg rolls. Brett's just itching to get the gloves so we can get on the cook. Let's get to it.
Okay, actually I'm not gonna glove up because Adam is going to be doing the cook. I will be throwing the meat on, but I'll just be pouring the plate over. So therefore I will not be needing gloves today.
All right, so we've got the whole griddle surface on. This is on low. Just all we're doing is warming up our au jus, which we prepared inside. It's a basic au jus. We didn't develop our own from roast beef or anything, but we think that roast beef flavor is gonna be stellar with the ribeye. Super excited to give this one a go. Cannot wait to dig in. So first things first, so this is on the top part of low, what we call medium low. If you're looking at a dial on a watch, do they use dials on watches?
Clock. If you look at the hands on the clock.
It is between the 6 and the 7. Yes. So it's on the lower end. The reason it's been off for a long time, this is plenty hot. Now, a lot of time with ribeye, you want it cooked really hot. Oh, but we're starting with the onions, Brent.
Oh, my stars.
So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil here. And sometimes I'll pour the butter.
Sauteing of said onions.
Yes, we're doing diced onions. Oh, and they're bigger dices too, which I'm happy for. Good job on that, Brett.
Explain why we went diced and not
Yes,
long.
Okay, so a lot of people like their sliced onions. I like them diced, and here's why. One of the first times we made, yeah, go ahead. It was actually chicken cheesesteaks I was making. And I did the bigger slices, and I didn't quite cook all the way through, and I just felt like I was eating big, stringy onions.
And also when you bite and you don't get all the way through that onion and you pull, it just pulls all the way out of the sandwich. It can feel a little gross, so that's why we like the chopped onions for this one.
Right. And you can do the onions however you want. You can finely dice, you can use slices.
You can throw butter in there if you want.
Yeah, in fact, I thought about doing that because we are kind of bringing these to a saute, which butter definitely helps with that. In fact, Brett, let's toss in a
Should I get a pat?
All right, so we did decide to put a pat of butter, so that was obviously not pictured with the groceries. And I don't even know why, Brett, because I knew we were sauteing. those onions. So like we said, the wooden utensil is going to have a little bit more integrity than that silicone. The advantage to the silicone is it can withstand very, very, very high heats. Even our scraper can, but we have found sometimes if we scrape too hard on the high heat, it might start to peel away. So we are careful with that. So these are softening up. I want those all the way soft. Now, when you're sauteing onions, and the funny thing is Brett of all people that taught me this, it's when they're sauteed, they're softened up, and the way we know that they're ready to go, Brett, is
they're transparent.
they become transparent, meaning you can start to kind of see through them. So they still, right now, have all their color, and they're also a little bit more stiff. As I move around, I can feel that they're still hard. They will eventually soften up, and they will start to saute. All right, we turn the au jus off because that side is plenty hot.
Now, Adam,
yes,
I
Brett?
hope I'm not just psyching myself out, but I truly believe these are going to be the best cheesesteaks we've ever sank our teeth into.
I know, am I worried about it too?
The fact
Yes,
that it's
I am.
French dip is so good. We did the French dip quesadillas.
We did do the French dip quesadillas, we did the French dip burger.
Yeah, we did the French dip burger. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Funnily enough, we've never just done a French dip sandwich on
We
it.
did. Well, I guess that's ...
Ooh,
Coming soon to the WALTWINS.
maybe we'll have to smoke a roast beef and then.
Roca smoked beast.
So let these continue to saute over here, kind of spread those out. All right, on to what we like to call the second to last phase of this one. Get some oil down here. But that's all I'm gonna need right there, so go ahead and put it right here. And it sizzles. We're gonna spread this out best we can. So what I wanna do is try to create enough surface area so this will start to sear on the one side just a little bit. We just want a little browning, a little sear. While we're doing that, get me salt and pepper. Get a little pepper.
I'll come over with the salt so I feel like I'm doing something.
Okay. All right, so I let that crust up on the backside just a little. You can see some of it.
that's
Maybe
so
you can, maybe you
good.
can't. So all I'm gonna do is take my scraper here and I'm just gonna scrape this down, chop this. I love this process, being able to just separate the meat. We're just gonna make 2 sandwiches out of this, right?
Yep.
We're gonna bring the heat all the way to low. Oh, Brett, hand me the hoagie rolls. Because
Wow.
one thing we like to do, so we just like to get those heated up, make sure these are portioned out evenly. Turn the heat all the way down to low now, because now we just need to warm and get ready to pull. All right, so now this is a cheese steak, so we're doing 3 slices. All right, so here's what we need to do. So we're gonna steam this up, and then we're gonna set this down very lightly, right there. Now, you don't wanna use metal utensils on the ceramic. Setting the metal on there is not gonna cause it any harm.
Correct.
So just something to keep in mind. All right, we're not gonna leave it on for very long because we're gonna put the bread up and then we're gonna pull these. There we go.
Look at that. Oh,
that one is ready to go.
Steam in there.
Oh man. Get this bread just a little bit hotter on the outside. Brett, these are ready to pull. You wanna pull them? Let's get ready for some B-roll. Well, there they are, and not only do the sandwiches look fantastic, but I'm kind of excited about our new baskets that
Yeah, it's like Korean and deli. Really?
In a diner. This is so amazing. I'm so happy. Brett took his gloves off. I felt this was a gloves on type of situation.
I never put my gloves on for this cook.
That's right. So who's the real winner?
The sandwich is the real winner.
Me,
because I didn't have to do much, but I got to enjoy the whole process and be a part of it.
Right, and one thing that I wasn't thinking about when I pulled the onions on to bring the heat back up to get
don't mind me.
To get the ribeye back down. This guy's over here smelling his face said it all. Okay, so let's stop talking about it. Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
This looks amazing.
Amazing. John Collins, thank you for the recommendation.
Yes.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Can I get a smell yeah?
Smell yeah, you can. This is unbelievable. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother. We got to dip it in because that's part of it. Right?
Oh my, come on. Oh my gosh.
No way.
This might be the best sandwich we've ever made on that.
This burned my mouth up.
Is so good.
Those onions, the everything.
The onions, which we kind of forgot to incorporate during the cook, but then Adam's like, I'll just put them on after. I was like, oh, that's perfect. So yeah, they're in there. They're cubed up just perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is heaven. The entire look. I dumped that in the au jus. The bread is not falling apart. It has the integrity to hold it together. Satisfied. 100 out of 100. 1,000 out of 100 right there. So I said during this cook that I was worried that I was hyping myself up, that was going to be the best cheesesteak I've ever had. And
I was worried you were hyping it up a little bit too.
I don't know how you could hype it up even more. That was still even better than I expected. So I will say that's the best cheesesteak I've ever tasted. I've just got to say that.
It was really good. And we were able to knock it out on the Pit Boss Sierra. Hopefully, John Collins, we gave you what you were hoping for with being able to chop it up. Like I said, my biggest takeaway is I forgot when I pulled the onions, I wanted to bring the heat up, and I didn't bring the heat up. I could have left it on a couple minutes at the higher heat. I would have gotten a nice sear. The sear came later when I flipped it, because by then the heat was there. But here's the deal, and I think we get this a lot in cooking when people are like, hey, I tried your way, it didn't work exactly the way I thought or whatever. Own it, just keep working, just keep trying, just keep cooking. It eventually will work out. Here's the deal, for video, for camera, it didn't look perfect because we didn't get that nice sear.
It did to me. Oh, for what you're saying.
Well, and not even for me, but we love our viewers and we love those who love to comment. But guess what? That's the thing that people will slam us on. Oh, you didn't get the right sear. But the thing is, just keep cooking, and we'll keep cooking. It doesn't shake our confidence because at the end of the day,
it tasted amazing.
The food still tastes amazing.
Exactly.
And I'm so happy we did this.
Yep.
If you did like this, if it gave you one more creative idea that you can cook on your griddle, make sure and give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support our channel and what we do. Another way you can support us is through our merchandise store. There's a link to that in the description below this video.
Yep.
Our merchandise is brought to you through digital promotions. It works closely with Crossroads Missions. Crossroads Missions does amazing service work. In fact, a portion of all the purchases made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and their amazing service work. Brett, we do also have a Patreon.
Yeah, we sure do. Shout out to our Griddle Entourage. We love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. And we've been in touch a lot lately. We're going to continue that. So if you'd like to find out how you can support us with Patreon, that information is down below as well.
Right. Thank you so much to our Griddle Entourage. We love you guys so much. And everybody else, just for being here and watching, thank you. If nobody else was watching, we should have two knuckleheads making videos and watching them. But the food is still good.
It is still good.
Brett, aside from coming to make this, probably our new favorite way of doing this.
Banger, yes.
Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin, no matter what.
And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on!